Hello, I'm Brett Larkin, and in this video, I'm going to talk about something that I think will be very controversial. I'm expecting to get some love and some hate maybe in the comments, but I wanted to talk about this word mindfulness and how it really doesn't resonate with me as a yogi. And I share this because I'm wondering if there are other people who feel the same way, and as this video progresses, I'm going to share some alternate words that I actually find deeply meaningful. One of the reasons I struggle with the word mindfulness is because I feel like it's just become a big buzzword for meditation in general, or what it means to be a yogi in general. And I feel like it's one of those words that nobody really understands what it means. Like, people are using it, but don't really know what it means, or maybe they do, but I definitely don't know what it means. And when I try to think about what it means, I get a little bit confused. Now, yes, I've read a lot of yogic texts. I've read Jack Kornfield. I mean, I get the principles behind mindfulness. My understanding is that you should be focused on what you're doing while you're doing it. That is mindfulness. So if you're washing the dishes, instead of your mind running off, you should be, enjoying the feeling of the water on your hands and enjoying the sound of the water dripping from the tap and just being really present. I have a couple issues with this. The first is that, if I'm doing the dishes and thinking about how much I love my husband, or how excited I am to do something with a close friend of mine later that night, or I'm just remembering a really happy moment while I'm doing the dishes, am I not being mindful because I'm not paying attention to the dish doing? That to me seems silly and weird. I mean, if I have my mind in a positive place or a happy place, or I'm thinking about something I'm even excited to do or excited to film while I'm doing the dishes, why is that bad? And two, this is my bigger issue, is that the word mind and mindfulness, like being mindful of what you're doing, is all about, how I interpret it anyway, your brain and what's going on in your brain and what you're thinking about. And sort of everything that's been transformative about yoga for me has had nothing to do with that. It's been getting out of my brain and out of my mind and into my body. I really don't believe that transformation can happen through thinking or through sitting still. It has to happen through movement. In my mind, transformation is movement. Moving is transforming. There's got to be movement. I mean, even the ancient yogis did lots of yoga in order to meditate. In the video where I talk about my favorite yoga philosophy books, I mention a book called The Secret Power of Yoga, which is a female interpretation of the Yoga Sutras. So it's this amazing yogi who I love, and she decided to translate the Yoga Sutras her own way, because all the words in Sanskrit have multiple meanings. And one of my favorite things that she did in her translation is she switched out a lot of the words that mean mind or focus from the Yoga Sutras that were all about, mind and thoughts. And she translated them all instead as being about heart. Heartfulness, being in your heart instead of your mind. For me, this is where yoga has been really powerful in getting me out of my head and into my heart, or out of my head and into my pelvis, like we do in the obsessive thoughts meditation, to really ground me, because your thoughts are just all fiction and they're here one minute, gone the next, and to just try to control them. I personally am not trying to be more mindful, if that means just thinking about everything I'm doing really intensely while I'm doing it. I want to be more heartful. I want to be coming from a place of heart and love and abundance in every interaction. And to me, the word mindfulness doesn't, for whatever reason, for me, the word mindfulness doesn't conjure any of that. It just conjures thinking. So words that I really love instead are being heartful, coming from a heartful place, being grounded. And if you've done my obsessive thoughts meditation, that meditation really grounds you, right? We get you out of your head and into your lower chakras, the lower body. And I think being grounded is probably the most powerful technique anyone can practice. And my favorite other word is being centered. And I think center, again, I think of third chakra, right? Like Manipura, being really in your own body, similar to being grounded. And to me, all of these things have nothing to do with my mind, and the word mindfulness doesn't, to me, conjure being in my heart, being centered, or being grounded. Now, if it does for you, that's awesome, and keep using that word. But I did want to make this video just because I feel like it is a word that's just used so much for just like a blanket term of like all things yoga, or like what happens when you meditate, or what it means to be yogic. And in case there were other people that just weren't resonating with that word, or like me, it's like, I don't even like that word. I have no idea what it really means. I wanted to make this video, and you can now let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated with you. If you have a definition of mindfulness that you love, I would love for you to share it with me so I can expand my horizons. If you resonate with some of the words I threw out, like centered and grounded and heartful, I'd love to hear from you. If you have your own words, put them in the comments below. I would love to get your feedback. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more kind of rants from me about random yoga topics like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel for completely free yoga and meditation with me here on YouTube once a week, sometimes twice a week, soon to be even more. And jump on over to brettlarkin.com, get my free Yoga for Abs class, tons of bonus content, and of course my yoga courses, one in which I ship you my 5 favorite yoga props and give you tons of exclusive videos about how I use them and hack yoga into my day-to-day life while I'm reading, sleeping, in the car. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. From my heart to yours. Namaste. What if I told you you could be stretching an additional 90 minutes a day without changing anything about your day-to-day routine? With me, you'll tour my home, and in 10 exclusive videos, I'll show you the dozens and dozens of hacks that I use so I'm always stretching, gaining flexibility, and constantly feeling good in my body, regardless of whether or not I make it to a yoga class. Creating this course has been a dream come true for me, and I can't wait to share it with you.